Hey crazies, this is CrazyNoc, and this is a nice special for you. I noticed that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre brand new gameplay just come out, so we're just gonna watch it. It's 6 minutes long and see what our reaction is. This is the first look. I can see the UI, it looks pretty juicy. Let's take a look and then we'll evaluate, alright? Come along with me in this journey.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The classic 1974 horror movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre into an asymmetrical multiplayer game might seem odd on the surface.
No, I don't think so.
Particularly when the team setup isn't the same 4v1 we've become accustomed to with the popular Dead by Daylight.
Isn't it like a 2v4?
Even stranger sounding 4v3 arrangement. It works exceptionally well in practice though, creating a tactical, tense, team-based multiplayer experience that favors brains over brawn.
Wow.
Whether you're on the victim team of 4 trying to escape or the serial-killing family trio trying to cut them down, Texas Chainsaw Massacre's tweak to the asymmetrical multiplayer format already plays great, and the 4v3 format is a great match for the movie license it's built around.
Nice gameplay preview. That was good. I really like the stuff on the bottom right. Looks good.
Promises more maps for launch next year, but for this preview session, I played a half-dozen rounds in Texas Chainsaw Massacre's most recognizable location, the rural Texas house the film is set in.
That's pretty dope.
Victims start out in the basement, and teamwork is encouraged and, dare I say, vital. There are only a few ways out of the basement and just 2 ways out of the house once you get upstairs. In other words, there are only 2 ways to win. Yes, only 2, because the victims can't kill the family, but instead only stun them, further affecting the balance of power.
Look at him run with their,
however, slip
their
through
90s style
gaps
pants.
in the walls and duck under
maybe actually like
traps.
70s, 80s.
Meanwhile, characters on both sides have unique skills. While the cook can listen closely to unstealthy victims and add locks to doors for the family, making it more time-consuming for the victims to get through them.
I just wanted to go back and just look at this. I'm sure he'll go over it. But this looks interesting. So you looks like you might have health states. I don't know if that's like each health state. More abilities might be destroying you fast. Wait, what is this? No, this is sprint. This is your foot. So there's like a sprint bar maybe? And I don't know if there's going to be... It looks like a long health bar. So I doubt there'd be like one shot or anything. I never played Friday the 13th, which is the same developers, I believe. It looks like this might be an indicator of where the killer or killers are at. And maybe some items. And these are the objectives, I assume, maybe, at the bottom. Alright, let's continue.
To get through them, Connie, for instance, has a one-time ability to break a lock instantly. This can literally mean the difference between victory and defeat, as in my final round, I was chasing down Connie as she made for the backyard gate. Meanwhile, the leather face of the franchise is big and not the slightest bit nimble.
Okay, so what is that? So it goes from his point of view, and he can see, and then it goes from her to her point of view.
Of the franchise.
It goes to her point of view, and she can see the aura. I don't see any heart mechanisms here. So what is that? What is causing that, I wonder?
The slightest bit nimble.
Here's his abilities. Throw the bottle, stun them, knife them, saw them down, in that order. Looks like he has a sprint bar as well. He collects blood, perhaps. Perks. Very interesting. It looks like it could be a good system. I don't know how they get seen, though.
But he can use his chainsaw to cut through doors as well as destroy crawl space entrances and exits so that the victims have fewer navigation options.
Oh my gosh, run, hurry!
His ability to rev his chainsaw and how that's tied to the power of his attacks. Swing your saw at a victim without revving it and it'll do a bit of damage. Rev it too high for too long and it'll stall out. But if you catch the sweet spot of the rev range, you'll get a one-hit kill complete with a quick and grisly cutscene. Note that you can also turn the chainsaw off in order to move around more stealthily as the big guy. From first-hand experience, I can tell you that this is immensely satisfying. Also, revving it while roaming the house allows him to very loudly induce terror into the hearts and minds of the victims.
Run for your
He is my
life!
favorite character so far.
That's
Finally,
awesome.
The
That's
Hitchhiker
awesome.
is the slickest and snakiest of the serial killing trio. He can
Goddamn
get through
hillbilly.
those same small cracks and crevices the victims can, and I made sure to
Wait.
use his agility to
Bro,
risk
use your third-person view. Hello. There's no way that you're locked in that animation. If you are, you should have some free look. Come on. And what are these? It's very interesting.
myself right to the front yard as the match began, turning on the gas-powered generator that powers the electrified security system guarding the path to the road. He can also lay down traps that are
These are traps, I assume. These are the traps he can probably lay down.
guaranteed to slow the victims down.
Yep.
Either by ensnaring them directly or by putting them in spots where the teenagers have to spend time disabling
So this
them.
heart indicates
All three family members
the
are
health you
wise
have.
to collect blood from around the house as well as from victims in order to feed Grandpa, the non-playable member of the family who acts as a sort of
Okay, I'm wondering if this is a spectator mode. You gotta think so, right? Because that just randomly clicked on. Because that seems overpowered if that's a, like, oh, here, Grandpa, take my blood! Take some juicy blood and now you can see them everywhere. That'd be nuts. But that would be really cool for a nice spectator mode because DBD is absolute garbage.
who acts as a sort of Sauron-esque all-seeing eye as the blood you feed him levels him up. He will occasionally shout and tag any victim who's moving in the moment he screams. And speaking of leveling up, there's a massive and persistent skill tree I didn't get to play with in this one-off demo session.
Okay.
It promises to allow you to tailor your respective victim and family skills to your liking. I admit I enjoyed playing as the family more than the victims in my initial rounds. I had a blast trying to outsmart
Oh yeah, really? You had fun at being the person who's killing rather than running away. Freaking serial killer.
them despite being outnumbered. But no doubt, careful teamwork and coordination
could
will
watch
pay
him
off
run away all day.
handsomely for good victim players. Like when one of you goes to the top floor of the house and restores power to the basement exit, allowing
Nah, a
your
little bit of
teammates
math.
another means of escape. Notably, too, victims are able to hide in dark corners.
Dude, okay. This could be really good. So in DVD, the aspect that that keeps you coming back is the being able to loop the killer, to outplay, to outskill, to outmaneuver, however you want to put it. That's what keeps people coming back. That's what makes me to keep coming back to DBD, because that is a fun mechanic that can have replayability. So this, it just looks like you can sneak around, actually hide and seek a little bit, but there's a lot of good perk interaction, good ability interaction where you have to work together. It's so far it's looking promising. And instead of looping and pallets, you have like traps and locking doors and going through gates and stuff. So we'll see. It's hard. I really want competition with DBD because DBD is so bad and people are playing it because it's the asymmetrical horror game to play. That's the only thing. There's no competition. And that's why they don't care about updates. They don't care about community feedback. They don't give a shit because they just keep making DLCs to just throw in everybody's faces and pay $5. And I'm one of them. I mean, it's, yeah. Anyway, I just want competition. I'm really hoping this is good.
Of the house, in bushes outside, and sneak around quietly so as not to make a ton of noise and alert the family. As my developer guide put it, quote, just leaving a door open can hurt you in this game. The sheer number of tactics in play between these two starkly contrasted sides is impressive. More laudable is just how well Texas Chainsaw Massacre plays right now, despite its release date not being until sometime next year.
That is
the movie
unfortunate.
license hasn't just been slapped onto this game. Instead, it feels like an excellent pairing, and I can't wait to play more.
Glad
For
to hear
more
it.
on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, check out the uncensored gameplay trailer as well as the game versus film comparison trailer. And for everything else in the world of video games,
Sweet.
stick with IGN.
Looks pretty good, guys. overall, this game looks really good. As far as what I've seen, I think the gameplay can be good enough to be replayable. That's the biggest thing about these freaking asymmetrical horror games. Video Horror Society, there's no like skill gap. There's no like a reason to come back. With DVD, as I said before, you can loop the killer and always have a potential to outplay, especially with the different perk builds and the different just ways to play, and just the palettes, the windows, and stuff like that, the jungle gyms to loop around. That's what gets me back playing this game. So what is it going to be for this game? It seems like the mechanics of the different abilities for each character is good. I really like the fact that they're able to balance a 4v3 part of the game, and I think it looks good. I can't wait to see this game. Let's get hyped, boys! Competition.